Hey folks, Phil the Bee Man here. We're at what's basically the last step of my summer split project, and this is where we come back into these splits about a week later. I think we're a little tight on that. I think this is 6 days. Um, and we'll check to make sure the queen is laying, give them a box if they need it. Super important that these hives don't block out. They have just a hint of a flow, and apparently this area got some rain yesterday, so maybe it'll be a good flow. And I don't want this box to pack full of honey. I want them to brood up, so I got to make sure I give them space. I thought I'd show you a couple interesting things here. One is these hives did raise some emergency cells when they were sitting on top of the parent hives, and the bee were a little ways away from the queen, and some of them got a little lonely and started raising emergency cells. And here's one where the new queen, after she emerged from her cage, has clearly either eaten down or caused the bees to destroy that cell. And I've seen that quite a few times in these hives this morning, that the emergency cells are coming down. You got bee with sunflower pollen on her legs, so that's a promising sign. There are sunflowers about a mile away. I see fresh nectar around the edges, so that should get them excited about brood rearing. Let's see, I got my nephew Otto here helping with this project. Say hi, Otto.
Hi.
What do you think about bees?
Very cool.
All right. What do you think about your uncle?
He's cool.
All right. What do you think about school?
Boring.
Well, I might be... Oh, and there's our girl. Nice looking queen. This is local queen. They're a little skittish because they're just fresh out of the cages, but one of the things I do like about making these splits in the summer is it's pretty convenient for the local queen guys to be able to supply you, whereas trying to get queens when you want them, everyone wants to make splits in the first week of May, and it's impossible to have local queens then. So that's another part of the success. I get really high quality queens from my local area, from good queen producers. So this one looks good. So next steps here, Otto, you can put tags. Why don't you do that one over there so Dave can show you how you put the tag on. No pressure, Otto, but everything always goes wrong when the video camera's running. And while he's doing that, I'm putting queen excluders on and supering these hives up.
Why isn't this working?
Yeah, let me try. I think you just need to make sure it like, yeah, this.
You gotta press hard on the nose. I always hold it and use trigger with my thumb. Okay?
Okay.
Harder with gloves on. Everything's harder with gloves on. Sometimes when I do this, I'm never sure if I'm putting these boxes on to make room for all the honey they're going to make.
Thanks.
Or if I'm feeding them by letting them lick out all the leftover honey from the extracted box. Truth is, either result is okay. Then we lid them up. Oh, I also need, before we end the video here, we want to look at these pollen patties that we dropped under the hives. So you can see not a huge hive. Remember, it was 3 frames of brood we added. The bees that cover them, they're working that, even though there is fresh pollen coming in. I think in a week or two that'll be all gone. And I don't see any sign of all the ones I looked at of any of that being thrown out the door. We don't see a little bit of the paper from the patty, but nothing, none of the material of the patty itself. Let's look at this one. That feels like a bigger nuke. Oh yeah, that one might need 2 boxes. And they've really tucked into that. So, I guess it's worthwhile giving them that feed. It's not, this is the first time I've ever done that, to feed pollen in the summer. Kind of extraordinary, but it's, we live in strange times, so you're doing strange things. Oh. So that one, we should remember to give it 2 boxes, I think. Now, there's lots of brood there, but that's all brood that was added when we made the split. We are looking for just the youngest stuff. Eggs, I don't think I've seen any of that have been laying long enough to have larvae yet. So, I see eggs in this section here. It's almost always impossible to get it in the camera. Can you see that, Dave?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I see
great. Okay. Oh yeah, the eggs quite cover, most of the frame has got eggs. So we're happy about that. That's all we need to know. And we'll just give that one 1 box. All right. So, we still got quite a bunch to do, but we checked a bunch this morning. We needed 1 queen out of 53. So, you know, a failure rate of, I guess that's 2%. And so far I've had, in this site, out of the 20 hives we've done, I needed to put 1 queen in. So, otherwise, acceptance rate is excellent. These look good. If they get a flow for a couple weeks, they'll brood up and make really nice winterable hives that I'll have to add to my inventory for next year. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day.